He's absolutely incensed. He thinks that Ginting took the shuttle before it had crossed over the net.
So before leaving to Europe here from Dubai after preparing for French Open and All England, I felt rather okay. However, this past year has been a big challenge for me, mainly due to my physical issues with my foot and other issues. However, I was really excited to first of all try out the Olympic arena in Paris, and also of course to get to All England again, which is a tournament which is really important to me personally. The preparations went okay, considering the circumstances, and it was nice to finally, come out and compete again in France, and obviously also All England. So during the preparations for French Open and All England, I felt okay. I was most of all really excited to get to compete in Europe again. So when I left for French Open, it was nice to finally get to Paris and first, most importantly of all, see the Olympic arena where we're going to play the Olympics this summer. The arena is really, really nice, and during the first practice I had actually a really good feeling about the stadium. So yeah, it was great to get there, and the first few practices at the main stadium gave us a good, understanding of, of the hall and everything. But it definitely changed when we started playing, and they turned on the air condition and stuff like that. You could, feel the difference, and the shuttles were a little bit faster than expected, especially on the second day. So it was it was a really good experience to play in the arena before the Olympics this summer. So I think everybody sort of knows what to expect now.
So I'm getting ready for practice for the first time here at French Open in the main arena, that is. Bag is packed. And we're ready to go for main court practice. I stay in the inner city, so I don't stay near the arena like most of the other players. So I have a little bit of transportation, but it's going to be good to get going, and I'm really much looking forward to get to try the new arena. It looks amazing, and it will be good to get going after a long time without no competition.
So my first match was against Priyanshu from India, an up-and-coming player, young guy, really attacking player who over the last year has done some pretty good results and is definitely showing that he is one of the next Indian men's singles to come up and challenge the best players on tour. It was a good start for me to get in there and get the body going, and overall a good win for me. It can be tricky to play a young guy who has everything to win in the first round, but I think that I controlled the court and the match really well. So all in all, it was great to get going, and a good first round win for me.
Japonaise, from Japan, Mayu Matsumoto Watanabe. La série s'inspirer
Well, I felt pretty good, to be back after several weeks of not being able to compete. So it was good to get back. Me and PK, we just talked about it before the game, that it was nice to get this game feeling again, competition mode, you can say. But all in all, a really good start and a comfortable win in straight games. So I'm really happy with it, and really good to be back on court. Okay, guys, do you film?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back at my hotel room. I'm staying at Renaissance Hotel here inside the city. I just had a training, and now I will sit in my compression pants. I'm not affiliated with any company, but I'm using these compression pants here, which sort of gives me like a massage, you can say, on the legs. Compresses the muscles and helps gets the blood flowing. So it's good for recovery and relaxation, and that's what I'm going to do now, together with some lunch. And yeah, it's going to be good recovery. What I usually do is that I just play with my victim a little bit. See?
Come on, coach.
What?
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Look at this. Oh no! Into the court. Wait for my chance. Into the court and then. And then.
So in the second round, I was up against Wang Zuwei from Chinese Taipei, a player who I've played several times and have had some good matches with, but won most of them. Once again, a really good attacking player. I played him at the Olympics as well in Tokyo, and I've won on most of the occasions, but this time the story was unfortunately for me different. I think Wang Zuwei, he played a fantastic match, but for me personally, I was really surprised on how bad I moved, unfortunately, on the court, and that has sort of been my biggest challenge over the last year or so with my foot and everything, and just physical issues. I definitely know that in order for me to keep performing and to perform at my highest level, it was a clear sign that I need to fix some physical issues that I have. With that being said, no excuses, but a really good learning experience for me. And sucks to lose, obviously, but it also was an eye-opener once again for me personally, what I need to fix moving forward. So after leaving Paris to All England, I was obviously really excited to get going at the All England, and also hoped that I could, have a good result there after a disappointing week in Paris. I didn't feel fantastic, to be honest, but most importantly of all, I was really motivated to get going. In my first round, which was on the Tuesday, when we arrived, I still had a few days to prepare. So as we usually do in Birmingham, we have the main court practice on Monday, and I did a little bit of practice with Chou Chin Chen. and try to get the body going and get a good feeling on court. I think that the preparations in Birmingham went fine because I have lots of experience from that area and I know the stadium really well. So the preparations actually went fine, and I felt, better than I did in France to, before my first round, and I was excited to get going. So the first round was against Srikant Kadambi from India, who I know really well. We've played many matches against each other, also in finals and other important matches over the years. So it was a good start for me personally. I played a really good match. I played in high pace and controlled the match pretty well. So all in all, a really good start for me, and always a pleasure to play in Birmingham. It's a fantastic arena, so it was a really good start. I played in high pace, and I was actually really pleasantly surprised about my level in the first round. When I play against players like Srikant, who is really strong in the attack, also has a really good smash, it's really important to get high on the front court to control the net, mainly because if he has the chance to go up and play his tight spinning net shots and get the short lift, he's really dangerous. So I try to stand close to the net, control the shuttle from a high position, and just try to play pretty aggressively. My second round was against Wang Hongyang from China. A player I have a lot of respect for. He's won, tournaments already. Denmark Open. He played really well. So he's a player you really need to respect, and you really have to go into the matches with a really focused mindset. We played on the side court, like court 3 this time, so there was no challenges, and the drift is a little bit different compared to court 1 and 2. So it was a good match for me. Actually, it was really tight, especially in the second game. But I managed to, to get ahead in the later part of the second game and close it in 2 sets. He's a player who he has a good attack. He's fast, and if you move too flat and you give him too many opportunities, he's really good in the attacking game. So, like with my first round, it was really important not to play too slow and to make too many predictable lifts, but keep a high pace and try to get the attack when possible. So the quarterfinal was against Anthony Ginting from Indonesia. Obviously, as most of you already know probably, we've had many matches against each other as well. We've been in the game for quite a few years, both of us. So we know each other's play style and we often play each other. And there was high expectations also for me personally. Of course, I really wanted to do well and get into the semi-final of the All England. And it was a little bit of a roller coaster match. I played a fantastic first game. Controlled the match from the start in the first game, but the second set it started to go the wrong way for me. Ginting, he obviously always plays really aggressive and he plays in a high pace, great deceptive player as well. And to be honest, from the second game onwards, he pretty much controlled the game and I moved worse and worse and started to feel not that good on court while he was gaining momentum for sure. Obviously I was way behind in the third game and I started to creep up a little bit, and in the end there was this situation with the kill on the net which went to his advantage, and that was a shame for me, but again it's part of the game and that's sports, and unfortunately I didn't get the win, but I think Ginting, he was the better player on the day and deserved the win. But obviously for me personally, I was really disappointed. With that being said though, I've talked to Ginting and he owes me 2 cups of coffee. Let's just say it that way. Overall, for these 2 tournaments, I was actually quite disappointed, but most importantly, I was really, really sad about my physical state, you could say. I definitely felt like I was limited on the court in my movements, but there is nothing which is so bad that it's not good for something else, and it was definitely an eye-opener that there are some issues which I need to resolve in order to to get back to my highest level. But the good thing is that I'm highly motivated to do so, and it was a great, also great motivation for me, because obviously I want to do well and I want to play better than I did and I want to have better results. So all in all, a good, a good indication about what I need to do, but also showed that I have some, big challenges ahead, which I'm really motivated to resolve. I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys, where we went over the 2 European tournaments here in the first part of the year. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe and also leave a comment down below. It helps the channel grow, and even though I can't answer all the comments, I read all of them and I appreciate every single one of you taking time to comment. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. See you on the court. Take care and thank you for the support.
1, 2, 3, nu!
Top level, but that's what I'm gonna work on, and also my body, I need to get it even more healthy and even more back to full speed. I'm definitely on the right track and we're working hard, everybody, and everything is gonna be fine. Don't you think so?